The nice person's trap. Why kindness isn't enough for success. Introduction. The silent frustration. We've all seen it. The person who stays late to help everyone else, the one who never complains about the coffee order, the reliable one. And yet, when the promotion comes around or the big opportunity arises, they are invisible. We're told from childhood that if we're good, we'll be rewarded. But as we grow up, the nice guys finish last trope starts looking less like a cliché and more like a mathematical law. But here's the cold truth. People don't fail because they are good. They fail because their niceness is actually a lack of boundaries. Today, we're tearing down the nice person's trap. We're going to look at the psychological data, the biological reality of conflict, and how you can stop being a doormat without becoming a villain. Section 1. The psychology of agreeableness. In personality psychology, there are 5 major traits that define how we interact with the world. One of them is agreeableness. Highly agreeable people are programmed to seek harmony. They are empathetic, trusting, and cooperative. Evolutionarily, these people were the glue of the tribe. But in a modern competitive economy, high agreeableness has a literal price tag. Studies consistently show that men who rank high in agreeableness earn significantly less, sometimes up to 18% less, than their less agreeable peers. For women, the gap exists too, though it's often masked by other social factors. Why? Because agreeable people hate the frictional cost of life. They don't negotiate their salary because they don't want to seem difficult. They don't push back on a boss's bad idea because they don't want to cause a scene. In the end, they trade their long-term success for short-term comfort. Section 2. Nice versus kind. The Great Deception. Most people use the words nice and kind interchangeably. They are not the same. Niceness is often a strategy for survival. It's a way to avoid being disliked. If I'm nice, no one will be mad at me. It's essentially a fawn response, a way to stay safe by being invisible or overly helpful. Kindness, on the other hand, is a value system. A kind person tells you the truth even when it hurts, because they care about your growth. A nice person lies to your face to keep the mood pleasant. Think about a surgeon. You don't want a nice surgeon who is too afraid to tell you that you need a painful operation. You want a kind surgeon who will cut you open to save your life. One is about how the other person feels. The other is about what the other person needs. When you are too nice, you are often being selfish. You're prioritizing your own comfort, avoiding conflict, over the truth. Section 3. The danger of the just world fallacy. There's a psychological phenomenon called the just world fallacy. It's the subconscious belief that the world is inherently fair, that karma will balance the scales. Nice people often fall into this trap. They think, if I work hard and stay quiet, my boss will eventually notice and reward me. But the world doesn't have an automated reward system. The world is noisy. If you don't advocate for yourself, people assume you're happy where you are. They assume your silence is contentment. By the time the nice person realizes they've been overlooked for the 3rd year in a row, they haven't just lost money, they've gained resentment. And resentment is toxic. It turns nice people into passive-aggressive shells of themselves. They stop being genuinely helpful and start being bitter. This is the ultimate failure, losing your success and your soul at the same time. Section 4. The path to being formidable. So, what's the solution? Do you need to become a shark? A narcissist? No. The goal is to move from nice to formidable. A formidable person is someone who could be dangerous, but chooses not to be. Jordan Peterson often talks about this concept. A rabbit isn't virtuous for not fighting. A rabbit can't fight. It's only a virtue to be peaceful if you are actually capable of conflict. You need to develop teeth. This means 1. Mastering the art of no. Understanding that every yes to someone else is a no to your own goals. 2. Negotiating from value, not need. Stop asking for things based on why you need them and start demanding them based on the value you provide. 3. Embracing friction. Realizing that a healthy argument is often the fastest way to a solution. When you have the ability to say no and the strength to stand your ground, your yes actually starts to mean something. People don't respect nice people. They exploit them. People respect principled people. Conclusion: redefining your value. If you feel like you've been failing because you're too nice, realize that your kindness is a superpower, but only if it's backed by strength. Stop trying to be liked by everyone. Most people aren't even looking at you. They're worried about themselves. Your job isn't to be a social lubricant that makes everyone else's life slide by easily. Your job is to be an individual with boundaries, goals, and a voice. Success isn't about losing your heart. It's about finding your backbone. Next time you're about to say yes just to keep the peace, take a breath. Ask yourself, am I being kind, or am I just being afraid? The answer to that question will change the course of your life. Thanks for watching. If this helped you find a bit of your edge today, subscribe and join the conversation in the comments. We'll see you in the next one.